See what?
Man,
Opportunity they have when they get runners in scoring position. That's why you see why it's so big.
Trevino pops it up. Right here is Kiner Falefa. You know, the offense, while sure there's been spurts where maybe they pitch well, that was excellent through the first 3 months, that has taken a big hit.
Leads, you know, being able to finish games, and that's what you're seeing. And you know how difficult it is to, you know, sustain that success. Is he there? You know, I saw, you know, some guys having a meeting in a conversation earlier, trying to get his, you know, added element in guys that can make plays and continue to.
Encouraging signs from Hicks yesterday. Snapped an 0 for Hicks going.
Yeah, sometimes we say, Ryan, you just want to tickle it. Sometimes stretches, it seems like a nubber off the end or just a well-placed, you know, ball, and he finds some consistency going down the stretch because, again, this is the time of the year where you need.
And it is 3-0 on Aaron Hicks. Jay LeMahieu piping hot on deck. And that is ball 4.
You know, a really good slider off of that. So you'll see this guy, I mean, 4 pitches, but
a single in the first, came around to score and takes strike 1. .92 now as LeMahieu smokes that down the right field.
I mean, even though this is a foul ball, Ryan, this is what always where the barrel is at all times. And this guy knows where the barrel is, where the sweet spot is at all times.
With him as your teammate, he's the kind of guy where you just expect him to get a hit every time, huh?
You do. You expect him to hit something hard. You expect
0-2 on LeMahieu. That one's down. LeMahieu 3rd in the American League in on-base percentage. LeMahieu fights that off into right. Haniger wins. Seattle 1.
For his sack, something else from on their net mound. Right now, he just feels like he's chasing it, and it's incredibly frustrating. His last 9 starts, he's allowed 17 the entire season. So clear for him, Ryan. You talked about the slug and how he's been hurt by home runs lately. He is not due to lack of effort.
Yeah, Meredith, we saw those numbers as that back go. Reliable start after start to begin the season, but the funk has lasted.
For you seeing right there, you know, ahead in the count and making his pitch. Not nibbling, not giving
the kitchen of Suarez there to break the bat.
And that's what I want to see. I think that's a big part of it is, you know, it's okay to miss off the edges. You know, let's not try to be too fine.
Santana swinging first pitch. Torres in short.
Getting ahead, pounding the zone, getting quick outs, giving his opportunity.
And there's strike 1 from Crawford. Rips it foul.
And now you can pitch off of that.
Thrilled with the location of that slider.
Again, you can see the body language right there, Ryan. And that's what.
The 1-2. Crawford putting on a nice.
Talk about JP's defense. You know, he started off extremely hot at the start of the season, and a big league player signed a 5-year extension in the beginning of April, so got himself some security.
A former first-round pick of the Phillies. The 2-2. Little blue. Tyone 2-1 Yanks through 2. Two to 6 of those 10 hitters. He'll buck that trend here. Judge just finding different ways to impact winning.
Aaron Judge, you know, he was once a guy when, you know, if he didn't have a homer in the last 4 days, you would think, you know, all over the ballpark.
And then he could still do that as well. Judge deep to left.
You know, what do you do in a 3-0 count with your best hitter at the plate? Barrel. And now, you know, Judge knows, he knows his own pop here in
just off the end. Oh, all right. Something, well, Carpenter fouling a ball off his back foot. He is gone as LeCastro breaks his bat. 1-1. These are the options on the bench for Aaron Boone. An option off the bench tonight. If he came through the lineup tomorrow, Boone said then he could potentially be an option off the bench tonight. Since the back injury, as LeCastro skies it into six. Cam, you talked about it right now as Donaldson trots to the plate, 2-run single in the lineup.
Yeah, there's an acquisition that teams are always trying to make. That's, you know, a huge loss, and you just hope that it's for precautionary reasons, but it's going to allow.
Donaldson cranks that way gone to left on Donaldson's 11th of the season.
He's here lately. He talked about getting engaged in his back hip, and you see that finish, picking up the slack. And right here, Josh Donaldson, he spoke to me early time during BP today about the swing and guys making adjustments. This is one of the guys that he really exploding back hip. That's a good sight if you're Aaron Boone.
Without Stanton and with Rizzo out of the lineup. In St. Louis, and it's continued here. He has driven in all 3 Yankee runs.
Above average third base, but to drive in runs, to do damage, and again, moving in towards October.
All smiles after you go. Torres drives that to right field and deep. Haniger back, looking up, is on at first. He would have been out by about 20 feet had he tried to stretch.
To work in, we know he can swing the bat. But this is a beautiful swing. Heater down and away. But a beautiful sight from Gleyber Torres and a good decision to hold up at first base.
Here tonight. Game going the opposite way, which we know he does when he's at his best. Benintendi hooks that down the right field line. That one will best. Crawford's relay throw is not scooped. Run scores.
And this is a beautiful swing, staying back on this breaking ball, staying through it, doing a. And right on time, Andrew been with it and firing a strike to second. But Gleyber Torres hustling around. He moving up to third on this throw also.
And a nice aggressive send from Luis Rojas. Some 2-out offense from the Yankees here in the third. Donaldson with 6, allowing Benintendi to get to third as Trevino takes ball 1. Benintendi the ribby double.
Encouraging sight if you're the Yankees fan. Some guys who've been scuffling a little bit. And I'm telling you what, if Andrew Benintendi.
We saw some encouraging things in St. Louis from Dom. Have followed that up thus far today with productive at-bats as well.
And that's what you want to see. Coming back and responding.
Grounded hard, but right to third. Suarez off the bat of Josh Donaldson. 3 innings in, he's got 3 RBIs.
That's signed baseball.
Danny's not doing that.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to text him.
Yeah, that's
pulling me in that direction to do that.
So to be clear, if you had multiple siblings, you would have found. What's interesting to me about that sign is.
The cutter from James and Tyone. I think that's a pitch that he's kind of went away from right there, so that a little bit more as well.
Did he go? Yeah.
Alpha, and a good job right there, bouncing back, getting out 1 after your team puts up. Who was that?
The man at the plate, Sam Haggerty, is coming out to the Godfather waltz as his
walkout track to come out to.
Now, grounded to first. Oh, what a tough hop. LeMahieu. He never did spend time in Seattle. It's with the Yankees in 03. Tyone trying to have a grounded to short. Kiner Falefa